Beer is one of the oldest beverages humans have produced. Archaeologists believe beer dates back to the Neolithic era. This is nearly 10,000 years ago. Imagine people enjoying beer as they built the earliest civilizations. From ancient Mesopotamia to the Roman Empire, beer has been a part of human culture. Today, beer remains one of the most popular drinks worldwide. People everywhere enjoy its refreshing taste and social aspects. But how is this beloved beverage made? The journey from grain to glass is a fascinating one, involving simple ingredients and a series of carefully orchestrated steps. Let's delve into the world of beer brewing, exploring the process from its ancient roots to modern techniques. Whether you're a seasoned homebrewer or simply curious about what goes into your favorite pint, this guide will provide a comprehensive understanding of the art and science of brewing beer. We'll uncover the secrets behind the transformation of humble grains into a diverse range of beer styles, from light and crisp lagers to rich and complex stouts. Get ready to raise your glass to the fascinating world of beer. Making beer requires just 4 main ingredients. These are water, malted barley, hops, and yeast. Each ingredient plays a crucial role in the final product. Water is the foundation of beer, making up the majority of its volume. The quality of water directly affects the beer's taste. Malted barley provides the fermentable sugars that yeast will convert into alcohol. Malting is a process that unlocks these sugars within the barley grains. Hops are the flowers of the hop plant. They impart bitterness, aroma, and flavor to beer. Hops also act as a natural preservative. Finally, yeast is the microscopic workhorse responsible for fermentation. Yeast consumes the sugars from the malt and produces alcohol and carbon dioxide. The careful selection and combination of these 4 ingredients determine the style, flavor, and aroma of the beer. Brewers carefully consider each ingredient to craft their desired brew. The journey from barley grain to beer begins with malting. Malting is a controlled germination process that activates enzymes within the barley. These enzymes are essential for converting starches into fermentable sugars. The malting process involves 3 main steps: steeping, germination, and kilning. First, barley grains are steeped in water, encouraging them to sprout. This initiates the germination process, activating the enzymes. Once the grains begin to sprout, they are transferred to a germination floor. Here they are regularly turned and aerated. This controlled germination allows the enzymes to develop further. Finally, the germinated barley, now called green malt, is dried in a kiln. Kilning stops further germination and develops the color and flavor of the malt. The temperature and duration of kilning influence the final beer's color and flavor profile. After malting, the malted barley, now called malt, is ready for mashing. Mashing is where the magic of converting starches to sugars takes place. The malt is ground into a coarse powder called grist and mixed with hot water in a large vessel called a mash tun. The hot water activates the enzymes in the malt. These enzymes break down the complex starches in the malt into simpler sugars, primarily maltose. This sugary liquid is called wort. The temperature and duration of the mash are crucial. Different temperature ranges activate different enzymes, influencing the fermentability and body of the final beer. Brewers carefully control the mashing process to achieve their desired wort composition. Section 5. Boiling and hopping, adding bitterness and aroma. After mashing, the sweet wort is transferred to a kettle for boiling. Boiling serves several important purposes. First, it sterilizes the wort, killing any unwanted microorganisms. Second, it inactivates the enzymes, stopping the conversion of starches to sugars. Boiling also concentrates the wort, removing excess water. This concentrates the sugars, contributing to the final beer's body and alcohol content. During the boil, brewers add hops to the wort. Hops contribute bitterness, aroma, and flavor to the beer. The longer hops boil, the more bitterness they impart. Hops added later in the boil contribute more aroma and flavor. Section 6. Fermentation, the magic of yeast. After boiling, the hopped wort is cooled and transferred to a fermentation vessel. Here, yeast is added and the magic of fermentation begins. Yeast consumes the sugars in the wort and produces alcohol, carbon dioxide, and flavor compounds. Fermentation typically takes several days to a few weeks. depending on the yeast strain and beer style. During fermentation, the yeast converts the wort into beer, transforming the sweet, sugary liquid into an alcoholic beverage with a complex flavor profile. Brewers carefully control the fermentation temperature as different yeast strains perform optimally at specific temperatures. The fermentation temperature also influences the final beer's flavor and aroma. Section 7. Conditioning and packaging, from tank to glass. After fermentation, the beer undergoes a period of conditioning. During conditioning, the beer clarifies as yeast and other particles settle out. Conditioning also allows flavors to mature and mellow. Conditioning can occur in tanks or bottles depending on the beer style and brewery's process. Some beers, like lagers, undergo a period of cold conditioning or lagering. This process helps to further clarify the beer and develop a clean, crisp flavor. Once conditioned, the beer is ready for packaging. Beer can be packaged in kegs, bottles, or cans. Packaging methods vary depending on the brewery's size and distribution model. Section 8. Variations on a theme crafting different brews. The basic brewing process remains consistent, but variations in ingredients, techniques, and fermentation conditions result in a wide variety of beer styles. For example, lagers, known for their clean, crisp flavor, are fermented at cooler temperatures using a different yeast strain than ales. Ales, on the other hand, are fermented at warmer temperatures, resulting in a wider range of flavor profiles. Stouts, known for their dark color and roasted flavors, use roasted barley in the mash. Wheat beers, as the name suggests, incorporate a significant portion of wheat in the grain bill, resulting in a cloudy appearance and a slightly tart flavor. Brewers experiment with different ingredients such as fruits, spices, and even coffee to create unique and innovative beer styles. The world of beer is incredibly diverse, offering a brew for every palate. Section 9. Quality control. Ensuring a perfect pint. Throughout the brewing process, quality control is paramount. Brewers carefully monitor each step to ensure consistency and quality. From the selection of ingredients to the fermentation temperature and packaging conditions, every aspect of the process is subject to rigorous quality control measures. Brewers use laboratory equipment to analyze the wort and beer at various stages, ensuring it meets specific parameters. They also conduct sensory evaluations, tasting the beer at different points in the process to assess its flavor, aroma, and appearance. By adhering to strict quality control measures, brewers ensure that every batch of beer meets their high standards, providing consumers with a consistently enjoyable product.